Anyways, so that way when I stitch it together, it still has room for my stitching. So I'm gonna just carefully line right outside of this original harness, because like I said, they are almost exactly the same size. So as long as she doesn't grow too big, I'll give myself a little extra space down here. And we're gonna have to do this twice because we are going to make it a double layer for strength. And I really want to make sure that I get those holes just perfect for their legs because I don't want her to be uncomfortable. So it kind of like swoops down like that. So now you could, I don't know if you could see my markings or not, but it's 2 arms and the base of the harness. So I'm gonna do that one more time right next to it for the other side of the harness. So that way we have a double layer, because we want it to be strong enough to hold her. It's a cat harness. So let's see, I could probably flip it this way and use less fabric because we're gonna want it to be able to smush together anyways. So yeah, you flip it the opposite way. And I'll line it right up so I can work with this line. And come down over here, around. Right around and back to it. Now I'm going to do the armholes. Just I'm going to be really careful not to get any permanent marker on the outside of this harness. The one that is already made. Make sure it stays lined up. And get the other hole for Miss Millie's other arm. I think I got the tiniest little bit of black on there, but it'll be okay. So now I have my 2 templates and I'm going to cut those out. I'll point it this way so you can see. Make sure you got clean lines. Falling right on that mark you made. Sometimes it's easier just if you're following the line all the way up to just cut off, I don't know, the side area. I'll move the fabric with me so I make sure that I'm getting a clean line. I'm trying to keep it in view for you guys and also make sure that I'm cutting a clean line. Then it kind of like goes up and then goes back down. Goes back to the side. Now we'll go into this one. And they're like rounded at this very corner, so I cut it straight just because it's easier, and then I can go back in coming from the other side and carefully round that corner. Oh, you can't even see that, could you? I'm sorry. This one. It's hard to keep it in this little space. I'm making a cat harness. A harness. Like this one, but for my other cat. She's a girl, so I'm giving her some pretty flower patterns, and then I'm gonna put her name, her initial on there as well. What are you doing? Being really careful to follow that line. It's all about your initial cut. You'll have some movement for cleanup later when you sew it, but you really want that first initial cut to be good because you want them to match up to the other side evenly. So that way everything's in sync and you don't have any problems when you're sewing it together. And then again, just rounded that corner. Now I'm going to go in, before I cut the holes on it, I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut the other one. Making that round corner. Following my lines. It's kind of all bundled up. Should probably cut this side first because this is such a large piece of fabric. And then I'm going to round that real quick. And then I'm going to detach it from this long piece of fabric. So that way it's easier to work with. Now it's just a smaller one. Finish cutting that. And round the corner off. Now we're gonna go in and do the holes. What I like to do for like holes is here, I'll show you. You could see where my hole for my arm is gonna be. So what I'll do is I'll fold that and I'll take my scissors and just do a little snip right in the middle of the hole. Like, there's the hole right in the middle. So then you can stick your scissors in there to cut the rest of the hole, if it'll let me. So just like that. There's just like this tiny little hole in there. And I'm going to use that hole to open up for the arms. And I'm just right now, because I haven't decided whether or not I am going to stitch the arm pocket so that way it stays, or whether I am going to glue the arm pocket. So as of right now, I'm going to just make 4 slits going down, and those I'm going to be folding back later and either sewing or gluing. But we're going to stop right here. I'll probably sew them just for the sake of holding up, like stability, because it's Cat and she will be excited to be outside. So I'm going to just go and I'm going to do that to all of my arm pocket holes before I sew this together, because it might be really hard to do it after you've already sewed the 2 pieces together. But we're getting there. She's gonna love it. And if anybody is wondering, I just got this fabric from Joann Fabric. You can do orders online right now. You're going to want to make sure you like go all the way down to the edge of your circle on these holes. Leave it. You don't need to go in that room. But I'm gonna be so happy to take her outside in this. Her own little harness. We didn't expect to get her, so we didn't have one. We ordered goobers ahead of time for the summer, but we just recently got her, so we didn't even know that we were gonna have her in time to order one. Leave it! My cats never leave anything alone. Never, ever, ever. Alright. Alright. So now if you look, I got my 2 pieces. And if I put them together, they look something like this. That's how her harness will look. And then I have the holes for each arm. It's obviously just a very rough draft. You have to put it all together, but so let's do this. I'm not sure if I should sew these before or after. I feel like after, so I can get all of them down together. and if not, we will glue them. So we're gonna start, when we start sewing, you're gonna want both sides that you can see to be the inside of your fabric, because we're gonna make this if I could talk, the stitching invisible. We don't want to see the stitching, so we're gonna sew it inside out, and then we're gonna flip it like a pillowcase, if that makes any sense to you. And I do have Velcro that we're going to be using for this later to actually put it on her like that. So let's pin this together so we can get it sewed. Hopefully, if I get done with it in time, I can take her out there before it gets dark. Now I'm going to just go about an inch away from the fabric, all the way around where I want to sew. The reason you want to go an inch is because you want to have that room for your sewing machine on the side when you're sewing. So I'm going to do that one and just continue it up. This is so your fabric does not slip when you are sewing. You can use safety pins, or you can use, what are they? What are those? Push pins, I believe. I like safety pins because then they don't pinch me or poke me if I accidentally touch them. Make sure that you have a little bit of room on both of the corners for your sewing machine to pass. Then I'm going to go to the other side. Clip this together. This is where I said the initial cut is very important, because if you look at my cut, you could see right there that it doesn't line up just perfectly. So I'm going to trim that off right there so they both line up perfectly. I mean, you could sew it like that. It's just, it might be a little more difficult. If you're sewing on the other side, you might miss this side of fabric because it hangs over. So this way you have the option of sewing on your machine on either side, with either side facing up. You know, this fabric smells really weird. Another one down here. Leaving space on both corners for my sewing machine to pass. Then I'm going to do a few on the top and bottom so my fabric doesn't slip there either. She's gonna be so cute. She is gray and white, so I feel like this color would be utmost flattering on her. With the little daisies. Are these daisies? I don't know what those are, but they're very pretty. Just do 2 more down here. Really make sure everything is secure. The last thing you want is to sew your material on crooked. Like I see this corner is bunching up a little bit. I'm gonna release the safety pin just a little bit. I think it's a little too tight, so it's making it bunch up. Yep, that's better. And then our last one right here. And then to my favorite part, I don't know. Yeah, because we're using Velcro, so we don't need to add any straps in the sides because we're going to be using Velcro to fold over like that on her. You can almost see it coming together. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch this together. And you can see my holes for her legs. So we're moving you now. We're coming over to my sewing machine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set this up for you. Probably not. Oh, I wish I had something like right here. But I don't. Well, you will just have to bear with me for a minute. It's not high enough. Alright, give me 1 second. Oh, well, maybe right here. Okay, that's good. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because I'm sideways. Ah, they trick me. Alright. I'll have to fix that. I'm sideways. So, and then that's too low. Maybe you're like literally inside my sewing machine now. Move you. No. I don't know. That's just unfortunate. All right, I don't know. Okay, yeah, you could see now, right? Kind of. I mean, should I make you a little bit taller? Let me get something to make you a little bit taller. There. You're good now. We got it now. Face you towards my sewing machine. So this one is, I probably should have showed you before I set all that up. Let me see. It's just a Singer. Just a Singer. I mean, it's a really good sewing machine. You got a whole bunch of like settings and stuff, but I'm just using just a single stitch setting. It's just a normal stitch setting. And then I got a light on it. Whoa. Gosh, can you see that? Let me pull my sewing machine out a little bit. Wow. I almost broke my phone. This probably is not gonna work. Alright, I'm sorry. That's the best I can do for that. Or I'm gonna end up breaking my phone. Can you see? No. It's literally like... I need to get like a tripod. Like, I feel like if I had a tripod, that would work really well. But I don't have a tripod, so. There. Perfect. All right. So I just got white threading in here, and my sewing machine is already set up. I'm going to start right on this corner. And you're gonna want to follow on the edge as well. Wow, that's not gonna work. You're going to want to follow on the edge as close as possible. So just follow on the edge as close as possible. You know, this is probably going to be super loud. Just forewarning you. The sewing machine is loud. That's why I don't know why people do crafts on here. Is that too loud? I don't know. You want to hold your fabric tight. I usually hold it from like the bottom piece. Make sure it doesn't slip. The bottom piece, and then, Jesus Christ, the bottom piece and then the top piece over here, and I hold it tightly, and I feed the fabric slowly through the machine, because if you go too fast, it's going to make a very loose stitching. And you want a strong stitching. You want a nice, tight, strong stitching. Then for these corners, let's go around. You know what? Oh, wow. Okay. Apparently I broke my phone's case earlier. I have given up. And I don't even know where to put ya. You know what? You're gonna see my view. Let's see. I don't think I can sew one-handed, but I've already done the one side, worked my way around the corner, and now I'm on to here. So I'm gonna flip you over, and you're just gonna chill with me for a minute here while I finish stitching up this fabric. Sorry, I wish I could show you, but I can't. I'll do it quickly, and then we will move on to the arms. Looking good. To refill the bottom of my sewing machine. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen inside a sewing machine, but you're just gonna hang out real quick. I'm just gonna chill while I refill inside of my sewing machine. This goes in the bottom. It's out of yarn or thread. I knew it would be. It's nice out today, except it's hot in here. I think I need to turn the AC up because it's hot than a bitch in here. AC. Run, though, run. About to turn on AC. This might take me a minute. Everybody's mowing their lawn today. I'm gonna stop there because that's at least enough to get me through my harness. wrong way. Make sure you're always loading your thread the right way in your sewing machine, or it will just jam up. Fun fact of the day. Ready to go. Back to the grind. Just start off right where it left off. So I'm not going to sew this all the way closed because I have to be able to flip it inside out. So that way the right side of my material is showing. So I'm going to just take it almost all the way over, about like leave an inch left open, almost like a little pocket. I'll show you. Stitch later. One side. Got him. Hole is done for. I'm gonna stop right there. My hole's done for her legs. Alright. I'm gonna turn this off and go back to the floor so I can finish. I can't wait. Hi Taco Frizzle, flashback from home. EC class in middle school with sewing machine. Yes, I am making my cat a harness. I got one for Goober already, but I'm making one for Miss Millie. What are you doing? It's actually a really good sewing machine though. I'll show you a Singer. I don't know how long you've been here, but it's a Singer. It's a really good one. Harness to take Kitty outside. Yep. Yeah. She loves outside. But so we had one, we got 2 kittens this past summer or past winter. And we only expected to get one of the kittens. So we ordered him a harness right away. And we just recently got her. And we didn't even think about it because we weren't expecting it. So now I have resorted to making one because I don't want to order offline. Greeting really like the, oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, is it horrible that I am still in my PJs though? Like, I can live all day in my PJs. They're Mario. Mario! I love Mario. I like to be fun. Yes. I have some Pac-Man ones that are just the same somewhere around here. Lost probably in Forever Abyss. Do you guys ever do that? You have like stuff that you just can't find. You just have it one day and then it's gone forever. You've lost it somewhere, like the dirty hamper just ate it. Never to be seen again. What is that one little kid's TV show? It's like Hollow Place, and his name is like Gordon, and all the lost stuff goes to him. His house. I'm pretty sure. Like your willpower. So I think now I am going to take some, here, let me press these down. I'm gonna go make some lunch, I'm starving. I'll be back. Okay, I'll see you in a bit, Taco Frizzle. I already had lunch. I'm gonna flatten all the things that I don't know if you guys care to see this, but I'm gonna flatten all the little flaps that I have for lake holes, so that way I can pin them down and get it adjusted. This is my issue with chocolate. I buy chocolate, 30 minutes later it's gone. Every time. Same. I love chocolate. But you know, I love caramel more. It's so weird. Like, I thought that nothing could beat chocolate, but I'm a caramel person. They coming in my house. Do you like caramel? 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 I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Caramel. That was stupid. I don't know why I said it that way. Yay, now I can actually see her armholes. It does come in a hard candy, but I don't like it in the hard candy. I'll show you. I got a bunch. Let me just get this this one side done real quick, and then I will show you what kind of caramel I like. I put it in my coffee. It's so good. It's like a syrup. Whoa. I'm just like flat ironing these flaps down. Okay, so now I have a little hole for her leg, and I need to test and make sure that it fits through, because that'd be really bad if it didn't. Oh, the syrup caramel is also hard. Oh yeah. Same. I am completely the same. Like, there's never too much. Never too much. My dog's chilling in the background. I like peanuts with ice cream and caramel. Got it started. Yeah, I just used the template of the other one. Is that dog named Caramel? No, his name is Peanut. Like a peanut butter. That would be cute though. That'd be a really cute name for an animal. Carmel, like Carmela. Hot. Yeah, I can imagine. If your friend had a kitty named Carmel? That's cute. I think Pebbles. Pebbles is a really, really, really cute name for an animal. My issue with the hen was it wasn't caramel but gray. Well, I guess they figured it's their cat. They'd name it whatever they liked. I think I need to go stitch around all these holes. Oh wait, no, I think I need to try it on her first and make sure that her arms fit through my holes. Oh, speaking of her, she's right here. All right, Miss Millie. Oh, perfect. Perfect, Miss Millie girl. Oh, you gotta get the other paw in there, baby. All right, that's gonna be, ooh. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's gonna be good. That's gonna fit her good. Oh, she's gonna be cute. It's inside out right now. I gotta flip it the other way, but I just wanted to make sure. They must be colorblind or just a huge fan of sarcasm. Out of a joke they had, a poodle dog years later named it Brownie. While the dog was all white. Oh, I think they just liked sarcasm for sure. They seemed like they were just having fun. They probably like to keep things interesting. Actually, I don't even need my little hole that I had earlier because I have armholes. So I'm gonna go secure that real quick before I move on. I always tried to name my animals something that had to do with them, but that's why Storm is all gray and white and kind of looks like a storm cloud would, but and then Goliath is huge, and that's why his name is Goliath. Yeah, I'm gonna put her initial on it for her. And then but Miss Millie, she just, like I said, we weren't expecting her, and when we got her, I just was randomly like, Silly Millie, and that's been her name since. Sorry, that's in your way right now. It'll just take me a second to do this stitch real quick. Sorry. I'm done. Yeah, she didn't like it because, like, at first they struggle a little bit, but I mean, if they want to go outside, they have to have harnesses on, because I don't want to take the chance of one of them running away. My oldest cat is trained so she doesn't run away anywhere. She stays on the deck, but my two youngest aren't, and it would break my heart if I lost them, so she might not like it that much, but once she's outside, she doesn't even care. Besides, you seem very quiet. The one I remember are like engines and very loud. Both of my grandmother and mom had stitching machines, so I am very used to the noise. Well, thank you, yeah. I thought it was pretty loud. I didn't want to be rude. But yeah, I guess it's quieter compared. I think you guys are talking about like those old ones that came in almost like a suitcase. Those were like, I want one of those. They came in like, I don't know, a suitcase, like it had its own packaging. What are you guys all doing? I don't have them near to check. But one did have proper. Oh, do they still have them? Wow, Australia. I would love that. Yeah, my grandma had one of those for a really long time. I remember seeing it back when I was a little baby. I'm just cutting all these extra little strings off so we can flip it inside out and actually see what it looks like. Not Australia, Kangaroo Island. Austria. Oh my god, I'm stupid. So if you just take like so this is the armhole. And it's double layered. So I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna flip it all inside out so that way we can see the pattern now. Because we want her to be pretty. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. She's a cat, but Kangaroo Island. That's funny. Alright. Gotta get these little corners out. Yeah. Maybe I should take her to... I didn't even think of that when I bought this, that it looked Hawaiian-y. I just thought it would look really good on her fur because she's gray and white. That's funny. She'll be the cutest one there. I need to get her one of those little, I think they're called leis. They're like the flowers that go around your neck and everybody jokes around like when you go to Hawaii, you're like, you just got laid. I mean, unless you're really getting laid, then that's cool too, but. Alright. Oh, that's sticking out. But I gotta seam these armholes real quick. But now you can see the format of what is soon to be her harness. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this for a long time to come in. Well, I'm just abusing the stereotype since the place tends to have flowery style on there. I mean, she could totally go to Florida in this for sure. Yeah. I mean, shit. Go to the Bahamas. She could just vacay in this shit. She'd be looking Pisces at the pool. So stupid. I'm sorry. I have lame jokes. But I'm gonna just go in and stitch all of her armholes, which will be interesting to say the least. I don't know if I can. Oh wait. Okay, yes, I got this. I know what I'm doing now. Let me just figure this out real quick. I don't need to go in that way. So what are all you guys doing? You see what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? I wish I could show you like the actual view of my sewing machine that you bought in Miami, just like any tourist. Best $25 ever spent. Okay, so I had kind of the same thing, but it was a shirt from Florida, and it was like all flowery, and it had like their Florida logo. It was a sweater, and it was like 35 bucks because I got to pick the imprint that came on it. So that was pretty cool. Like, they printed it all specially for me there. I liked that. Maybe should I make me a matching shirt for her? Like, then we can go to Hawaii together. We can put on little sunglasses and pretend that we're vacaying. That would be fun. You left it at the hotel? Oh, that's so sad. I really would. I like this material too. We can act like we're in the Bahamas. Make myself a matching shirt. I don't quite need a harness because I'm not gonna run away. Oh, okay. So you bought it and then you lost it a few years later at the same hotel or a different hotel? I'm just working around this armhole, making it nice and secure. Sorry. And flip. I'm gonna get a tripod so next time I do something like this you guys can actually see what I'm doing, because right now you can't. But if I flip the, oh okay, my finger's in the way. If I flip the camera, you can see that I'm like stitching on the edges of where her legs are gonna come through. I'm so excited. I used to take it to hot climate places just to enjoy how fresh it was. Aw. I actually haven't been that many places at all. I've been to Florida like once. And then I've been to Washington, D.C., I believe. And a few of the mountains, but I really haven't been that many places. I don't really like to travel that much. Do you guys like to travel? All right, that arm is done. It's a square. I know it probably should be a circle, but I didn't want to do a circle, so. It's so hard to do a nice, neat circle with my sewing machine. So I figured in order for it to look better, like neater, we would just stick with a square. I'm just trimming all the little... Oh my gosh, and then when I'm all done, I will take her out so you guys can see her in it. She's gonna be adorable. Chili. So you live in the U.S.? I'm gonna do the other hole real quick. Sorry, I have to flip you around for a second. I live in Spain at the moment. Oh, that's cool. I would like to live in Spain. Yes, you can go through. I flipped the camera. They don't want to be on camera. Sorry. I guess not everybody likes to be on camera. I don't blame him. Yes. Yep, I agree. There's those very few people out there, they just don't like social media. They're just not about that life. And he's one of them. There he goes. So what is Spain pretty? I've heard Spain was very pretty. I think you're the first person I talked to on here that was from Spain. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant, I don't mean like, when I said you were from Spain, I don't mean like, I also have citizenship because of my grandma. I meant like, I didn't mean like you were like born in Spain. I meant like you were from Spain, as in like that's where you're at right now. I'm sorry. But I just meant like where you're at now. I haven't talked to anybody that was currently located in Spain. So that's cool. Okay. So once I get these arms done, I'm gonna take a quick break and just a quick break. Yeah, sometimes I get a little confused on here, so sometimes I just don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, almost there. Just got... I bluff of myself to be a decent English speaker after spending my 12 years in school and ruling over the British school. But there is always a short line for misunderstanding. Oh, okay. So you know English, but every once in a while you still get a little caught up on it because that's not your what would it be? Your primary language? That's not your primary language?
All right, we're done with the armholes. Now we just need her Velcro and her decal. Which we'll do that when I come back. I am gonna bring you guys with me on a smoke break. Spanish is your first language? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I did a little bit of Spanish in school. Just a little bit though. Hee hee hee. If that ain't the cutest thing. And then it's going to fold over like this and be a cute little kitty shirt. And I'm gonna put a little M for Millie right there. It's gonna be cute. We'll do that later when we get back. For example, if I say plaster, block, or trolley, these words mean different things for you, I believe. Plaster is like, God, I don't even know what that is. You plaster something, or you can get plastered. It depends on what context you're using that in. Bloke, I don't even think is a word, and trolley would be like a train for us. Yeah, I still gotta put the Velcro on it, and then her decal, and then some way to strap something like a leash on it. But it's cute, Miss Millie. She's gonna be so adorable in it. I already tried it and it does fit. Yeah. These words mean different things for you, but I have some of that. Are you still there? What does those mean for you? In Sedona, U.S. Customs on a Dallas airport. Okay. I have a funny in Sedona. What? I'm confused. Yeah, they're cool. The officer could not figure out I had a Chilean passport and a British accent, so it seemed weird to him. Okay, I totally get it now. Yeah, that would trick me too. Like if I went there with an American passport, but I had like I don't know, but I had a French accent. A bonjour. 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 It's really nice outside. You want to see? It's beautiful. Right, I spent my teenage years in France. I wish. I'm going back in. Yeah, I gotta finish this. I'm gonna put her little decal and then the whatever so we can try it out on her. The Velcro. I gotta get the Velcro out. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yep. He does a really good job on the lawn. He actually just cut all of that. There's one spot right there that, don't go out there yet, honey. You don't have a harness. There's one spot right there, and our dog just keeps peeing right there. But everything else is so nice. Like, why you gotta pee in the same spot all the time? Oh, I can't tell you that. I don't give out my state on here. I don't know how much people can see. You know what I mean? Alright, I gotta figure out which side. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's go this side for the inside. They said that we have a really nice green yard.
Thanks.
Huh?
Nothing but weed, though.
Nothing but weeds. I'm using this Velcro. I literally just got this at the dollar store, and I'm gonna hand stitch it on because it breaks my sewing machine. Is it nice where you're at? Do you have nice weather? Maybe I should, no, I should put her decal on after. So that way I know where it all zips. I need both sides. Yeah, we have what's called a Dollar Tree here, and literally everything is $1. You could buy everything in there for $1. So this came with a 3-pack, and it just has like 3 sets of these Velcro, and they're gonna be perfect for the lining of her harness. It's super nice. Do you guys have a dollar store? $75? Oh, that's hot. So these are sticky, which is cool because then I can just place them where I want to sew them, and they'll stay until I sew it. So I put that one on the outside, and then I'm going to put the other one on the inside, so that way they Velcro together. Spanish summer striking early. Yeah. Yeah, that's hot. I don't know what the weather was like here today.
Same.
I guess about the same. It was pretty hot out today, but I like it. It's nice. So now I have both on there, and they Velcro just like that, but I gotta sew them, stitch them. Washington State, summer is great for my taste. Washington State. Isn't Washington State like where they have the White House and everything? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know where I put my scissors. Oh, they're up there. Is Washington State where they have the White House and stuff? Oh, okay. It's okay. I know what you're talking about now. Wasn't coronavirus really bad there?
Started.
Didn't it? Yeah, didn't it start there? Yeah. Portland is Oregon. Are you guys doing really bad with the coronavirus over there? Well, 2 states above California is bad.
It is pretty bad.
Seventh 70th day of lockdown? I don't know how long we've been. I know that we've been in lockdown for at least 2 months. So what are you doing with all your free time if you're in lockdown? And also, do you have any knowledge of when you'll be opening back up? That's a good idea. Yeah, keeping your finances stable. I know a lot of people are struggling with that right now. Are you out of work since the whole corona thing? You're not working anymore? French sharper. I don't know any French. Ow, I just poked myself. Do you got any French you want to share? Oh, wow. Jeez, that's insane. How old are you then? I mean, clearly not old enough to count as an elderly. Oh, okay. I'm 25. Yeah, we got like special things now where it was like rolling the world since 1993. We got special store hours for elderly people now at all of our locations, all of our stores here. Do you guys have that? Like special store hours? Yeah, we have restrictions of how many people we can have allowed inside too. I believe it's like it was 5 at a time, and you have to stay 6 feet apart at all times. She's climbing that tree. And we have to wear masks inside at all times, or you cannot go in. But some people still refuse to do that. But they made it so like the first hour of store hours are for only elderly people, so they can shop safer because they're more susceptible to the disease here. Wow, you guys have to have gloves? That'll probably be our next step, I'm sure. That we'll end up having to have gloves. Apparently Indiana has to have what they call scrub caps. Like the dentists have to wear scrub caps. It's like just a cap that goes over your hair. I don't know, you'd have to look it up to see exactly what it looks like, but yeah, apparently they gotta wear scrub caps. So right now we have scrub caps and masks, and I'm sure gloves will be soon to come. I've actually been making masks for people who need them. Here, I'll show you one of the masks that I made. I had a special order today and I have to drop it off tomorrow. But, so this is what they normally look like. They're just, they just open up. They're all cloth, 100% cotton. So they're softer on the ears. And then he wanted one that had a D when it opens up, because it opens up on your mouth so you could breathe a little better. He wanted one that had a D on it. So I gave him one that had a D. And then his last name started with a W, so I made him one that also had a W. Hello, the W33 Scott. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, is crafting. Helping out the community in that way. Thank you. Yeah, I try. That was a special order. I usually don't put the embroidery letters on there. I'll just do just plain masks, but he ordered it special. Like I got a whole bunch of just plain pink ones, and up here they have a hole for an optional filter. So you can stuff like a napkin or something in there. And it adds like a little bit more protection when you're out. Ouch, I pinched myself. This Velcro is so hard to sew on here, it's so thick. Like the needle doesn't even want to go through it. What? What are you meowing at? Yeah, that's a good idea. If you don't use your car for very long and it just sits there, yeah, it's gonna end up having issues. I have a truck, so I gotta take my truck out every once in a while. Make sure it doesn't just sit there. We had a BMW that we just let sit there forever, and that thing will probably never pick back up again. That scared me. A truck, wish I had one of those. Yeah, it's a big red GMC. I love it. A Ram. I've heard good things about those. I've never had one though. I think my dream car would probably be, shit, what is it fucking called? A Mini Cooper. Haha. Those are cute. Little Mini Coopers. But I got a truck because I'm not a very, I'm like the typical girl driver. I'm not a very good driver at all. So I got a truck so everybody stays out of my way. Oh, really? I'm like the smallest person, and my truck is huge. Everybody laughs at how big my truck is compared to me. They're like, you gotta jump up in that, and I sure do. Yeah, do the other side now. So that one's all secure. You had a Chevy Silverado. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, that's the same as mine, but a Chevy. I don't know what a Duramax is. I've never heard of that. Oh. There's like glue on this needle from the sticky back paper. What is everybody doing? Drugs are the diesel engines of a GMC brand. Okay, so it's the engine. You want that? Oh, you had that with a, okay, so you had that truck. I don't know what my engine is.
5.7.
5.7?
Yeah, 350 small black.
350 small black, 5.7. If that makes any sense to anybody else on here.
5.7 liter beside the engine. Throttle body engine.
Let's see. I don't know if that's a good engine. I just know that it's an engine.
Sure, yeah, run a nail, small black filter.
It runs. It must be what? Oh, it must be a good engine. I mean, I would think so because my truck is old. What year is my truck?
95.
It's a 95. It's a pretty old truck, but it runs good still. It's had a lot of work done to it to keep it running good. Keep poking myself. Yeah, for sure, a normal car. I don't know that much about cars though. I know a little bit. I know what sounds they're supposed to make and what they're not supposed to make. That's not bad. At all. I've had that truck for maybe a little over a year. Oh no.
I guess a little longer than that. We'll just say a little over a year. 2, almost 3? 2, almost 3 years, and the biggest thing that was done was redid all underneath of it. Like, cleaned up all the rust, and, huh?
Just like the entire suspension, drive on.
He said replace, like, the whole entire front end. So, I guess a lot of repair. But it runs like a gem now. Ouch. It's probably like the worst part is the stupid Velcro. Probably like the most important part. So she does not escape. Escape. I want another truck. I want one of those huge new ones they have. Like, I'll buy a Ram. I don't blame you. If I had the money for something like that, no Lincoln. You don't like Lincolns?
Fords.
Yeah, I really don't like Fords. We have a Ford Focus hatchback. Worst thing ever. Hate it. What is it, a 2000, what? 2015? I'd rather drive my truck. That's a 95. Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
What are you working on over there? Baby,
What?
what are you working on over there?
What?
What are you working on over there?
Anything?
Ah! Oh my goodness. Can't wait to be done with this stupid Velcro. Yeah. They said they would be back, but we'll see. I'll probably get off here in a minute if they don't. I want to finish this up and get Miss Millie in it. I just gotta figure out how to connect a leash to it. I'm gonna need like a hoop or something. I got that harness up there that isn't used for anything, and then I got another harness that I might be able to steal the hoops off of.
Well, that one right there, you can steal that D-ring off of
Yeah, I'm stealing the clip off of it so it can clip like Goobers does for more security, because it's got like a exactly the same thing, you know what I mean? But I need 2 of the circle rings to put on each side like his. Stuff all up in this.
Stickers in it for water damage.
Yeah.
Those suck. Clean the bottom of the case like this, but that's like that. If I do, show that it's been water damage.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm gonna close off with this. I feel bad, but you'll just have to watch this and then you'll have to go and follow me so you can see when the next time I stream. Alright, dude. AX Cliption. AX Cliption. You'll have to go follow so you can see when I'm on. Maybe. Well, yeah, you'll have to follow me.